The greater good.
Hey everybody, Greater Good Mining here. Today is a historic day because President Trump has signed executive orders regarding cryptocurrency. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few things and we'll kind of browse through the actual executive orders and we will see what he says about what the future holds in this country for cryptocurrency. If you're looking for the website, I retweeted it on my X account. So follow me on X and subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button, all that fun stuff. But I say not just a Bitcoin stockpile, but a national digital asset stockpile, aka pump my alt bag stockpile. This is in response or just a repost of this tweet. And here is the official link underneath that tweet. It's the White House's official website. So you can click on this. It will take you here. Okay, so now we're on whitehouse.gov. This is Presidential Actions Strengthening American Leadership in Digital Financial Technology Executive Order as of January 23rd, 2025. By the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and law of the United States of America, and in order to promote United States leadership in digital assets and financial technology while protecting economic liberty, it is hereby ordered as follows. The digital asset industry plays a crucial role in innovation and economic development in the United States and our nation's international leadership. It is therefore the policy of my administration to support the responsible growth and use of digital assets, blockchain technology, and related technologies across all sectors of the economy. Now, just to put your mind at ease, I'm not going to read this word for word, but like I said, you can check out the link. I'm going to just sum some of these important points up for you and kind of make it more easily digestible. This one's important. It's the first one in the list. Promote the ability of individual citizens and private sector entities to lawfully use blockchain networks without persecution, the ability to deploy software to mine crypto, validate crypto, transact with other people, and no lawful uncensorship. And we are protecting the right to self-custody here. That's very important. Self-custody of digital assets, very important. Promote and protect the sovereignty of the US dollar. We want the dollar to remain strong while we're also having our cryptocurrency be more valuable. So if that makes sense, like we don't want the dollar to be weaker and we don't want CBDCs. So we would like a strong dollar, but we also want some dollar-backed stable coins that we can count on. Frameworks for emerging technologies and jurisdictional regulatory boundaries to support digital economies and permissionless blockchains and distributed ledger technologies. So they will build a framework and have some well-defined regulatory boundaries for these assets and for this technology. Very important, taking measures to protect Americans from the risk of CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, which threaten the stability of the financial system, individual privacy, and the sovereignty of the United States. And it will prohibit the establishment, issuance, circulation, and use of a CBDC within the jurisdiction of the United States. That is a big deal. We don't want CBDCs. I don't want Uncle Sam to dig into my business any more than they already have, and it doesn't look like this current administration does either. So thank God for that. They set forth definitions for digital assets, cryptocurrency, digital tokens, stable coins, and they also define CBDCs, as I already said, and they revoke previous executive orders that don't really help our industry at this moment. The next important thing that I wanted to go over is the establishment of the president's working group of digital asset markets. This administration recognizes that cryptocurrency and moving forward with digital assets will require multiple different government agencies working together and moving forward. So this includes Secretary of Treasury, Attorney General, Secretary of Commerce, Homeland Security, Director of Office Management and Budget, Assistant to President for National Security Affairs. We're talking about also the Chairman of the SEC, Chairman of the Commodity Futures Trading. So there's multiple different government agencies in this work group that will work together going forward to advance our country when it comes to cryptocurrency and digital assets. They also give a time frame of which to complete some of these tasks. They've got 30 days for the Department of Treasury, Department of Justice, SEC, and other relevant agencies to identify regulations, guidance documents, orders, and other items that affect the digital asset sector. Then, within 60 days of the date of this order, each agency needs to submit recommendations with respect to their identified regulation, guidance documents, orders, what needs to be rescinded, modified, and then within 180 days of the date of this order, the working group shall submit a report to the president that will recommend regulatory and legislative proposals that advance the policies established in this order. So they have a 30-day, 60-day, and 180-day limit on how long it will take them to execute these tasks that have been put forth in this executive order. These two are important. Working group shall propose a federal regulatory framework governing the issuance of digital assets, stable coins in the United States. And they want to make sure that they are looking at market structure oversight, consumer protection, and risk management. And this is a very important one. Working group shall evaluate the potential creation and maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile and propose criteria for establishing such a stockpile, potentially derived from cryptocurrencies lawfully seized from the federal government through its law enforcement efforts. So that probably kind of talks about what happened with the Silk Road. President Trump did sign an order to release Ross. That was done yesterday, and that was a tasteful way to do things because if we're going to be seizing these assets that were from Silk Road and other seizures from the federal government, it kind of makes sense to free the man that created that trading platform. You can look more deeply into Ross's situation, but it kind of feels a little more right to free him before saying the federal government's going to benefit from that Silk Road seizure and other seizures throughout the probably the years that this country has performed against some people's digital assets. So that is an important one. This is probably the most important one, really, in my mind. Maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile and proposed criteria for establishing the stockpile. That is an interesting one. This hints at further stockpiles, like he had talked about making a national Bitcoin reserve. Looks like there are now 12 states that have introduced strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation: Alabama, Arizona, Florida, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, Wyoming. So it is going up, it seems like, each day, especially since now we have a little bit of more clarity in how we're going to move forward with digital assets. They also go on to say the chair shall designate an executive director of the working group who shall be responsible for coordinating its day-to-day functions. I wonder who that will be. The working group shall hold public hearings and receive individual expertise from leaders in digital assets and digital markets. I had read that they were concerned that they would only get input from the echo chamber that is the federal government. They are not currently the experts on this. These technologies are beyond what the federal government currently understands. I don't feel like they deeply understand everything about crypto. And I'm glad that they are going to be doing public hearings and they will seek expertise from leaders in digital assets and digital markets. Once again, at the end, they talk about the prohibition of CBDCs. So they have really nailed that point home in this executive order. They do not want CBDCs to take over. I'm glad that we have a start. I'm glad that we have a desire for clarity from this administration on how to regulate and how to move forward with digital assets. They aren't going anywhere. This administration knows that. They want to have the American people benefit from these assets that have been stifled and held down by previous administrations. Maybe not understand by administrations before that, but there's definitely been some pushback, a lot of pushback actually, from this previous administration. So I am looking forward to what this means and what this will bring for us as cryptocurrency holders, participants in this technology. They also will be working very, very diligently to build AI infrastructure in this country. They're going to be releasing the constraints that have been put on energy production in this country. So I've talked so many times in a joking way sometimes about how bullish I am about crypto this year. But this is the serious stuff. This is the stuff that we need to know. This is the important information and the important orders and laws that will be the law of the land going forward, at least during this administration. So I'm looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward to the next 4 years. I'm hoping that this is a very good start. There's a lot more work to be done, but I am excited about what this means for cryptocurrency. Tell me what you guys think about these executive orders. I tried to get through them really quickly. You can read, I'll leave the link to this in the description of the video. You can read through the whole thing. I'm not a lawyer. This wasn't very hard to understand. You know, it's not like super lawyer speak. It's in terms that most people could understand, I think. So I'll leave that link in the description so anybody can read it. And you guys tell me what you think in the comment section about what this means for crypto. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It really helps more than you know. And last but not least, don't forget to keep it decentralized for the greater good.
The greater good.